What's happening, guys? We're back and we're working on the rear axle today. Alright, so I pulled the axle out of storage. It was back covered in a whole bunch of boxes. Got her up on the pipe stands, and then my wife gave me access to her Amazon account, so we ordered all new parts for it. We're gonna put in new bearings, new seals, new axles, because our axles are all pitted. And then I cleaned up all the brake components, got some new seals for the calipers. We'll rebuild those, hopefully put everything back together again nice and fresh, and have an axle ready to go. Full disclosure, I've never done this. I've never set up a Ford rear end. I have rebuilt a couple of Toyota gear sets, so hopefully it's kind of the same process, but we'll kind of learn on the fly. So the only thing I didn't buy was a new ring and pinion. I'm hoping that the gear set that's in there is fine and we can reuse it. So first steps first though, we got to strip everything out of there. All right, we got the carrier all ripped apart, pulled all the bearings off. The races for the carrier bearings were really tough to pull, but we got them off. We had to use that 2-job puller and then like a bridge across the axle hole. So now we got to start reassembling. So I got a master overhaul kit from US Gear and some new axle bearings and seals. But this comes with everything that we should need to put her back together again. Oh, and a gasket in there. So we got all of our carrier bearings, our seals, some marking compound, etc., etc. New crush washer and a pinion nut. So let's start slapping her together. All right, I'm not sure that that's how the Ford dealership would do it, but got a big old block of aluminum and use that to pound in the big end race into the housing. So now our housing is ready to go. It's got both the races pounded into it. Our carrier has both the bearings pressed onto it, and our pinion has the big end bearing on it. The next step would be to install the pinion and start the whole crush sleeve preload procedure. Unfortunately, I just realized I don't have gear oil in the shop right now. So before I set my bearing preload, I want to make sure that my bearings are full of oil, because that preload measurement is based on how much effort it takes to spin the pinion. So if they're dry, that effort will be more, and I won't get my bearings set right. So we're gonna have to shut her down today. I really wanted to get the carrier in and get to the point of painting gears, but we can't. So next week we'll do that, and hopefully get to the point of assembling, putting axles in, etc., etc. So in the meantime, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. Go check us out on Instagram, Leftfootfirst Media, and we'll see you next week. I'm out of here.